Hello all, welcome to my channel Tekram, and we are going to see about burpsuit today. So let's see first how burpsuit works. So Kali Links has a community edition which come pre-installed, but I am using professional edition which is the cracked version. Be careful while downloading this kind of cracked version as it could have some malwares pre-installed in it, so be careful. So always try to download a community edition, it's free edition, or you can buy it. So how this Burpsuit is going to work is based on the proxy. Browser is redirected to the localhost IP address and the monitoring mode, and the Burpsuit monitors that localhost. Localhost IP is generally 127.0.0.1, and I am using proxy switcher to switch between the proxy and the direct connection. And this picture shows the proxy and the browser. The connections are intercepted through the burpsuit. So let's see what's interceptor. Interceptor can intercept the signals that is redirected to the localhost IP. We have set the localhost IP in both the browser as well as in the burpsuit. So as you can see, I am using Udacity website, and I can change the parameters in the interceptor tab itself, and I can see the result in the browser. So I can see only the request in the interceptor and not the response. The response is visible only in the browser. So I can change any parameters in this. So I can forward and drop the connection using interceptor. If I got some extra errors, I have to check for some validation. So as you see, I got the page. If I got any problem with the cookie, I may not get the correct URL or the response of the browser. So it's about the intruder, and that is the repeater. I'm going to my Google accounts. This is my friend's account, Arun, and there are some other my account to Aracute, and my account, and this is my account. So instead of that, we can use intruder to change the parameters so that we can easily switch between the accounts. You can use this for many other purposes. So let's see how to use this in intruder. We are going to turn on interceptor, send the request, send to intruder. So we need to define the positions. So that's the position. We are just going to increment the number from 0 to 20 or 20. So let's wait. So you see, only the 5 responses are there, which means there are only 5 accounts that is related to the Google now. Others, only 5 accounts are there. If you have more than 5 or 6 accounts, you will get the length as the 6-digit number as you see there. There could be some other parameters which can be tested using this intruder. So This is the response. We can check the request as well as the response in this intruder tab. As you see, we can see the email addresses. That's all about intruder. So next we can see about the repeater, how the repeater works. Yes, the repeater has both the request as well as the response tab, so we can see both the request as well as the response of a single screen. Unlike the interceptor, response can also be seen through the burpauite in this repeater, but you can see only one repeat request as well as the response. But when you go to the comparer tab, it can see two response and two requests at a time, so that you can compare the requests. So let's test a site. I got a bug in this site before. That's mp3wifi.com. So mp3wifi.com. Let's try to download a song. Okay, I got a URL with vulnerabilities. So let's refresh. I got the intercept. Let's send to repeater. Okay, that's the parameter. We are editing it in the interceptor itself, so that we will get the response in the browser. Let's forward. This is the repeater. I can edit the parameters here and see the responses. So I can see both the request as well as the response, which is very useful for penetration testing and other purposes, mainly used for bug bounty and those things. So let's send to decoder and let's decode it into HTML. HTML. HTML encoding doesn't work with this website. Let's try URL encoding. Encode as URL, and that's all. You can try this without encoding. I just went to show you the use of that decoder tab. So that's all. We have got the message and the response. You can edit the request to alternate the response. So I may get a pop-up when in the browser. Let's see. Let's paste that request, the interceptor, and let's forward. You see, I got the pop-up in the browser. The response is only visible in the browser through the interceptor, while we can see the response in the Burp itself in the repeater tab and the comparator. So burpauite has a scanner. Burpauite Professional has only the scanner, but the community edition comes with the automated scanner. The scanner is not recommended for penetration testing and all. It may work and may not work. In most cases, for silly reasons, it may work. So if there is a automated scanner, why they are making Burp and other bug bounty programs. So don't use this type of scanners. So let's change the parameters in intruder, and we are going alternating two parameters. That's why I use pitchfork. So fuzzful, which means it contains many payloads. In community edition, you don't have these kinds of payloads. You have to download the payloads from the alternative website and add it. Using the load button there, so you can see the response. You can test the website for remote code injection, XSS, HTML injection, and remote code injection, and SQL injection also. That's all about the intruder and repeater and the decoder. So let's see about the spider. Spider is just used to fetch the subdomains and the subpath present in the website. So let's spider website. Sorry. Okay, let's spider the Udacity website. Some website may stop or may kept some loops so that we may stuck at the spidering. Spidering goes on, but some website blocks that kind of spidering. It just sucks our internet connection and the data. So let's spider. Look, and the spider is running. You can pass the spider using the spider tab and clear the queue. And I think the site is already loaded. I don't have any speed internet connection. That's all about the spider. Anything that is inside the scope is only scanned using the scanner and the spider. You can change the settings in the scanner and the spider settings. Okay, thus you got a cross-site scripting, reflected HTML, reflected. The scanner found by itself. These are silly vulnerabilities which can be found. So this no matter of getting this kind of bugs using Burpsuit. That's all about the Burpsuit. Sorry for any flaws. This is my first video with audio. Thanks for watching. Thank you.